See, I have some trim pieces pulled up here. I use this rubber border called Echo Border, and honestly, I like it a lot. I have nothing bad to say about it. It's really easy to pick up and move around. If I had my wish, I would probably have no rubber border like this whatsoever, but it's just working out for me, and for the plans that I have going ahead, which I'll explain, it just kind of makes sense. So you'll see it's a bit messy here right now. You can see all the clumps of grass and some dirt. I am just increasing this bed by just a little bit, and that little bit of space is actually going to give me a lot of extra planting room. I ordered some bulbs to plant in the fall for spring, so I'll be lining the bed with a lot of tulips and things like that. So I needed to have a little bit more space, but my bigger plan is, and this may not happen until spring, but for now I wanted to at least get this done. Something about me is if I think about it, I have to actually, like, if I go out and I stick the shovel in the ground and I say, okay, now I've started tearing up that area and there's no going back, that's kind of what I have to do to motivate myself, because if I don't just shove the shovel in the ground, then who knows how long it'll take. I've got 2 boys and work, so I do what I can when I can do it. But anyway, so I'm increasing this bed here, and then the ultimate plan, which will probably happen in spring, is I'm going to then in front of that, I'm going to put some pea gravel here, and then in front of the pea gravel run a little border of brick edging, because I really like the way the brick edging looks, and that would be my preference. I'm going to keep the rubber there because it'll serve as a nice barrier so that the pea gravel and the mulch won't knock into each other, which I don't want to happen. And then I did just order a really pretty like metal bench, no back, just very nondescript, and it'll kind of just blend in here. The idea would be to have, you know, a larger area here where I can put the bulbs and even more annuals, pack it out with some super petunias and a lot of more color in the front next spring. But then to have the pea gravel and have that metal bench on the pea gravel with some pieces of slate, you know, like stepping stones, and have it wrap around. You can see here, this is the Echo Border, and it just pulls right out. It's really easy. I have a rubber mallet over here, and you just take the pins and stake it down. Super easy. I did just get a new little birdhouse too. I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to put that. But there it is. I think it's so cute. And here's a little mount. Possibly on the fence area somewhere. But I think it kind of like complements the big one that I have on the post in the corner. But just a quick walk around. Got things still looking great over here with the Super Tunia bubble gum. I trimmed those significantly because they would all be all over the ground here. I really like kind of seeing the pot. And this is one of my favorites. This is Diamond Frost Euphorbia, and I just love that plant so much. I actually put it in lots of different places because I think it just gives it just such a nice, airy, kind of ethereal feel to everything. And yeah, I have some cabbage. I'm super excited about that. Some ornamental cabbages. Oh, I'm sorry, kale. My bad. Some ornamental kale that I will be planting in some fall planters coming up. I just love the look of these particular ones with like the kind of soft purple in there. You can see the window boxes are still looking great. Pink geranium and some bacopa and some little morning glory charm super petunias, the purple. But you know, I struggle with window boxes and planters sometimes in the fall because they still look good and maybe they have like that summer color. And other years I have ripped out things that have been perfectly pretty, like these pink and yellow over here, and swapped out with mums and things like that. But I don't think I'm going to do that this year. I think I'm going to add some fall elements and incorporate that with the bright pop of color, because truly these will probably last until frost for me. So why would I get rid of that beautiful color? I'll put some, you know, some more oranges and different tones down in here, but I just, you know, maybe I'll put some other colors in where the geraniums are, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna leave it. I think they look really pretty. And ooh, before I forget, you guys, if you guys don't follow me on Instagram or Facebook, take a look at my pages. I have the links up in the banner on my main YouTube page here, but I did post this on there, so come check me out on those pages, because I post photos daily of stuff that you guys might miss. You'll remember I potted a Limelight hydrangea over here. Well, you know, it's tough to do, but sometimes things, after you look at them for a while in the garden, maybe you change your mind, maybe it just doesn't feel right to you. So I went ahead and I bought a dwarf Alberta spruce, as you can see over here, and I put a little purple fountain grass next to it in a pot to kind of start bringing in that fall vibe. But I love the spiral spruce here. What do you guys think? Because I just think it looks so good. It's not saying I didn't love the Limelight, but I didn't really, after seeing it, I didn't really love it here. Its canopy was too big. It just looked kind of just off in this space to me. Here with the more narrow column of that, and then you've got the column of the birdhouse, and then the structure of the bird bath, it kind of balances everything to me. At least to me. To me, it looks pleasing to my eye to see that structure. And you'll have it all winter long then too. This is, you know, you're not going to see a bunch of bare branches in a spot that really needs some evergreen interest. The only other evergreen that I have in that area is this one here. That's a boulevard cypress. But I think having that structure there all through the winter will be something really just welcoming to look at. And I'll probably even wrap it with some twinkle lights. So that'll add a nice interest to the winter landscape too. Let's see here if there's anything more to update you guys on. Not too much over in this area. Everything is still hanging in and looking really good for being end of season. I do love these. I used to hang just like little faux wreaths on the door, and this was the first time I did some living planters, and I really just love the simplicity of it. Just the one plant, petunias in there, and they seem to be happy. So I will definitely continue to do that. Got the salvia rockin' playing the blues here, doing great, and some limelights in the back. In a space like this, the limelights are great. I mean, a limelight can get 8 feet tall and wide. I mean, they can be a massive shrub. But here, you know, they're kind of tucked further back. I also have the arborvitae here that serves as my winter interest. So even when those limelights die back for fall, for winter, I'll still have that nice green structure screen on the back of the fence. Whereas in this other area, I don't really have that. It would be just, you know, a big mass of no color or no interest for the winter. And I'm really trying to address that and make that be, you know, a continual pleasing and interesting thing to look at all through the seasons. I do try and plant a lot of perennials. Most things in this garden are perennials. I put perennials in pots. Those are perennial right there. Boy, I can't remember the name of that. Tuscan Sun. I think it's like a false sunflower, I believe it's called, by Proven Winners. And I've got on the fan trellis here, Diamond Ball Clematis. It doesn't have any buds right now, but let me tell you guys, when I first planted it, it was all the way down here. So it's put on all this growth, and it's a continual bloomer. So I'm pretty confident that, you know, I'm going to see some buds form on this real soon. I added these trellis myself. They are vinyl. I've had a couple questions about those. And the thought behind it is, I want to soften this fence. I want it to look almost like a living wall in a sense. To have, and even in the wintertime when the vines die back, I'll still have the structure of the fan trellis, which is interesting to look at. So that's the kind of thought behind it. Have the clematis come up and intertwine and grow along that top area there. But anyway, I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. I'm going to be planting a bunch of things in the landscape and some really fun railing planters that I put on our porch for fall. So I don't know that I'm going to do a video, like an instructional video of me planting them, maybe do like a little sped up thing. But what I will do is I will fully explain to you what each plant is you know, and their benefits and what they are in the planters. Once they are done, I'll go over all of them, but I think you guys are really gonna like it. What I do is I take down the hanging baskets out front. I do repurpose some of the plants because I'm big on repurposing things and using them again. I have a Dichondra Silver Falls, which is the same as this one hanging down here in the baskets out front. So I'll take those out. I'm gonna leave this here because it looks great still, but out front, I'll take the Dichondra Silver Falls out of my hanging baskets, and then I plant them as a trailer all along the front of these railing planters that I do for fall with the ornamental kale and some, you know, oranges and different textures. I have some little pumpkins and things I tuck in, and you guys can see I have like my plant stash here. I grabbed these at Lowe's. They were on sale, some proven winners. Oh boy, a few weeks ago they were having a good deal on them, so I've been fertilizing them and keeping them happy over here because I'm going to incorporate them into my fall planters. A couple more purple fountain grass. These are echinacea, cone flowers, perennial, which I'll be popping in back in the corner where the birdhouse area is. I've got my zinnia still doing fantastic over here. I did just pull out a trellis that I had here that had cucumbers on it, and it was just time to go. So I'll probably just put some decorative plants in here, just something fun to look at for the rest of the season, or maybe try and get some fall crops going in there. My tomatoes are totally done, so we won't even look at that. This again is a diamond frost euphorbia, and it's just one plant. Can you believe that one plant can like put on so much growth? It's amazing to me. And I have some other exciting news. My husband and I are going to be going out to tour the Campania International facility in a couple weeks at the end of the month to look at some of their stone pieces. So I will definitely be sure to take some video of that trip out there. They're in Pennsylvania. They have just such a fabulous selection of bird baths and fountains and bunnies and the pineapples and all the little ornamental statuary and things that I just love to incorporate into the garden. So they made this basket planter here, that's Campania International. The little bubbler, which I have to clean out, that's Campania International. So I do have their stuff scattered all throughout. I just want to come over here and show you guys this. Is this so pretty? Pink black-eyed Susan vine. So pretty. I got that at a local nursery here in town, and I just love finding little things like that you don't normally see. Oh yeah, check this out, guys. Dinner plate Dahlia. Look at this. I'm gonna actually come into the flower bed so I can get a closer shot to show you guys. Okay, so check that out. Dinner plate Dahlia, the name is Breakout. And I just think it is so pretty. It's the first time I've planted Dahlia, and I just love them. I'm gonna have to look up the proper storing of those. They're tubers. I may try and winter them over in the pot and just cut them down, you know, leave a little bit of a stem and cut them down at the soil level there and put them in my potting shed for overwinter. But I'll see if that's best practice, because I know you should dig tubers up and store them in a cool, dry place. So, you know, I don't want any rotting or anything like that. And then over there, that is called a purple pillar Rose of Sharon. And what's nice about these is they don't grow really wide like traditional Rose of Sharon. They stay nice and tall and narrow, but they can be 8 to 10 feet tall. So this could, you know, in theory, be a really dramatic filler for this space in time. So anyway, I just wanted to show you guys an update of everything that's going on, the plans that I have for that front bed, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for being here and all the support. I truly appreciate it.